step into a world of fantasy, where growth fuels creativity. Let's get writing.
Hi everyone, it's me, LL Moore, but feel free to call me Moore. In today's video, I'll be talking about my 4 protagonists. Now, for those who might not know, a protagonist is the leading character or one of the major characters in a drama, movie, novel, or other fictional text. I've got 4 of them because, well, I love a good challenge. Their names are Cornelius Goldenhorn, Mia Crown, Alina Vine, and Lucas Paradigm. Before we dive in, I want to mention something important. I really want to push myself creatively with this project. That's why I drew inspiration from cultures and countries I rarely explore in my writing to create most of the characters. You'll see what I mean. Alright, let's get started. First up is Cornelius Goldenhorn, Crown Prince of the Kingdom of Multan. He's arrogant, self-absorbed, and very insecure about his position in royal society. Why? Because his family only gained prominence long after the ancient wars, so they're not considered part of the elite original houses. This makes Cornelius feel like an outsider, despite his royal title. Cornelius, though, is obsessed with the idea of knighthood and has been practicing since childhood. He's a lot more skilled than his peers. Multan and Cornelius are a mix of Spanish and Turkish cultures, which inspired them, blending their rich histories into his story. Next is Mia Crown. She's actually inspired by my cousin Mia. She even looks just like her. Mia is the eldest daughter of 4 and comes from Ekomombali, a small village town located in Alkebulan. Fun fact, Alkebulan is the only place in my fantasy where I straight up ripped the continent off Earth and plopped it into my world. Obviously, it's Africa. Their culture is a blend of African American, South African, and East African influences. Mia is shy, clumsy, and a bit of a doormat, especially in the first book. But don't underestimate her. She's incredibly intelligent, kind of like the Hermione Granger of Project Crown. Her goal? To enroll at the Royal Academy and bring recognition to Ekomombali. Now we have Alina Vine, the group's resident elf mystic. In my world, magical beings like elves, dwarves, fauns, and vampires are all called mystics. Alina is fiery, headstrong, fiercely loyal, and very, well, pro-mystic. So much so that she's a bit prejudiced against humans. Her kingdom, Evergreen, is an original and heavily inspired by Viking culture. Think Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. Alina isn't a crown princess. That title belongs to her twin brother, Albion. But she's still determined to forge alliances at the academy to help prevent a looming mystic human war. Alina has a special skill passed down through her mother called rune bonding. The book will provide more explanation and showcase it, but essentially allows her to craft runes that forge bonds with spirits/creatures. Last but not least, there's Lucas Paradigm. My characters are all around 14 years old when the story begins, and Lucas is the poor kid of the group. He lives in the slums of Orenthal, another original kingdom, inspired by the industrial age of Britain. Lucas is resourceful, street smart, and selfish, but for good reason. He stole the identity of Orenthal's crown prince Damien Bishop, has traveled to the Royal Academy to rob its wealthy students, but it's not just about greed, you know? Lucas wants to save his family from the harsh realities of life in the slums. So, is he really the bad guy? At the academy, the 4 protagonists are thrown together and forced to work as a team, much to everyone's dismay. Cornelius and Lucas butt heads immediately, with Cornelius assuming Lucas is judging him for not being an original. Lucas, meanwhile, is focused on his mission and has little patience for royal drama. Alina can't stand Mia's passive, pushover nature, while Mia just wants to survive the year. Lucas, interestingly, finds Mia endearing but keeps his distance. You know, the whole stolen identity thing puts a damper on relationships. Meanwhile, Alina and Lucas have a sibling-like dynamic, constantly knowing each other and begrudgingly working together. By the end of Act 1, they're absolutely done with each other, but their journey is just beginning. That's it for now! In the next video, I'll reveal the gods in my world and how their influence shapes everything, so don't miss it. And as always, keep evolving, keep writing, and I'll see you all in the next chapter.